Now on Central Delaware Chamber Television, a truly incredible family business with humble beginnings. Willey Farms on Route 13 is one of those places that just makes you smile when you walk through the door. Perhaps it's the smell of fresh-baked apple pie, or the colors of the wonderful fresh produce, or the dreams of what you might bring home from the home accent area or plant center. It all began back in the mid-'70s when Donald Willey made a very bold move. He had a wife and 6 kids at home, but he quit his good job as an airline mechanic at American Airlines to open the roadside produce stand that would turn into a multi-million-dollar family business.
It was a small wagon at the end of the bottom of the lane. We had a garden. I think Mom always said Dad opened the market up to keep us kids out of trouble.
It worked, and the Willey kids worked hard as well, and the little family farm business began to boom. It's still booming. Eventually, Willey's was opened year-round. Chris took over the business when he was just 22 years old. I asked him if he knew what he was doing.
Did you know what you were doing?
No. No, I think I did. My parents, though, they were behind us the whole way. They kept us propped up.
That humble nature is real. The Willeys are about the nicest small-town farmers you could ever meet, but they are also big-time business people.
Brought in a partner out of Naples, Florida, Al Oaks, that owns Oaks Farms, and since then we've opened up 5 other satellite stores in Delaware.
I came here as a shopper. I was buying produce, and I guess Chris would come load my truck. So that's how we met.
That was over 22 years ago. Chris and Sarah have 4 children, and they work with lots of other relatives at Willey's. Sarah has created a fantastic natural food section at Willey's. Her sister-in-law Gretchen handles the non-produce items at Willey's, and there are lots of them. Willey's has a huge gift and home accent area. There's a mega greenhouse and literally thousands of trees, plants, and shrubs outdoors. Willey's does nothing in a small way.
I like to say that we've got everything, but we've got a lot of everything. When people say, oh, do you have impatiens? Well, we've got 36 colors of impatiens.
Gretchen and Chris's little sister Eileen is in charge of produce at Willey's. She says her father taught all the Willeys a valuable lesson about customer service.
Respect the customer. Treat them as if they were the king of the country. Absolutely. Treat them as if they were your family, and that's what we do.
That commitment to customer service is what makes the Willey's experience so different from going shopping at some big grocery chain. Everything at Willey's is down home. It has a family feeling, even the prepared foods. Willey's has a classically trained chef on staff. Willey's chicken pot pie might be the best in the world.
Lots of times when your food lands in a styrofoam cup or you're using plastic forks and spoons, you think that's not going to be something, you think it's going to be something pre-baked or pre-made. But my idea is that you can cook beautifully, so I'm able to take all these things and I'm able to put them in my pots, and I see France whenever I cook here at Willey Farms. I'm very, very lucky.
Anyone who's ever been to this place is very lucky that a guy named Willey took a big chance all those years ago. He would be very proud of his kids and his company today.
He would. There's days when we're done at the end of a really busy day. In fact, there was a couple years ago, we had a super busy Mother's Day that broke, like records for what the cash register rang and stuff that went out the door. And all of us, just of a mind at the very same time, Dad would really get a kick out of this.
Willey Farms, Route 13, Townsend, Delaware. A wonderful family tradition where the customer is always the king.